We see Lilac Cruz as the starting stage for this set between SPT and Otacon versus Wolf and Jen, and we see the Game & Watch coming out of SPT, an original name of his that he had dropped.
You know why? Game & Watch actually historically has always done well against Sheik. And not only that, there's actually people in the Westchester scene who deal with Wolf, see Wolf a lot. They always make fun of him because he had a set at SmashCon. He was on stream where he fought against a Game & Watch that ended pretty quickly for him. Game & Watch actually, for instance, when Game & Watch is just sort of spamming up smash, it can be very difficult, surprisingly difficult for Sheik to contest it. And overall, I think this is definitely just, he went, whenever you have an old main and that old main actually has one good matchup in the top tiers, it's just it's nice to bust it out again.
And like you mentioned, Game & Watch has a good case of the plumber's head where his up smash is potent and provides plenty of invincibility. But on top of that, a lot of Game & Watch's mid to high level combos do perform particularly well on fast fallers, which Sheik happens to be of.
Yep. The one thing I'd say though is that we've seen today how Otacon has been, it seems like he's very used to SPT's Fox, and now that, there's a new character with a different way of, really unfortunate there, Lilat actually going to be killing SPT, but now that the Game & Watch is in play, we are seeing a little bit of, we're seeing some miscommunications happen, so, Red Team is going to have to sort of adapt to their own team composition right now.
And right now we're noticing that Jen sitting at 122% still on his first stock, although not really being that proactive in the set, having just ran right in on Otacon's crown, having dropped the stock now, but really not doing much to assist Wolf, as Wolf just sort of beats a lot of percentage and pressure from Red Team.
Yeah, and Game & Watch can be tricky for him, but we're actually seeing that they have a game plan, which is SPT is really trying to focus down on Wolf.
And we have the reverse up B. Parasol managing to kill Wolf right off the top, and now sitting on his last stock. Can't even have to do well to reserve this this stock.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're ever going to see any 9 hammers come out. Every Game & Watch, it's always in the back of their head. They always want it.
I suppose, but right now I don't know if they could leave life up to luck. And an incredibly unfortunate down air from SPT. He just doesn't have enough time for him to recover.
Was that Lilat?
That was not Lilat. That was this man forgetting that his character can recover.
No. I was wondering maybe he thought he was going to land on stage. All right. Well, it happens to the best of us.
Can't be blaming the stage on everything.
Yes, I can.
You can blame it for a lot. But the stage doesn't tell you when to not press buttons. I'm just saying.
Ooh. Yeah, we're actually seeing some good ledge pressure from Jen, but he does not respect the trample on that up smash.
That's a pretty thick diver's helmet this man's wearing.
I mean, it's if you thought, if Mario gets intangibility on his head for just throwing it around, yeah, it makes sense that Game & Watch would have a whole bunch of invincibility for that.
And Blue Team sort of just getting tossed around right now. Jen's percentages have been building up, and we see Wolf sitting at 117%.
He's going to die from that. That's one of the big problems with Game & Watch. He is light. He is just above balloon weight. He's, I think, top 5 lightest in the game. But here we are now. Otacon versus Jen, the 1v1. A slight percent advantage for Jen here. But Peach definitely has a lot of kill power. Both of these characters do. What the space.
Excellent floating from Otacon, keeping him just barely out of Jen's reaches, but still making sure that he's able to well and recover. But a forward air from Jen is going to be netting game 1 for him and Wolf.
Yeah, really, really smart from Jen there. He sort of recognized that he was going to be floating around that height, and when Peach is floating, she cannot air dodge. So as soon as he committed to that, he was committed.
It's all about now if SPT and Otacon are going to be able to keep this team going, or if we're going to see them switch back. Because the Game & Watch was a very interesting pick, and I feel like it worked out in their favor. It's just Jen managed to clutch things out through just a stronger sense of spacing.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like they were on track to take that game until SPT died at like 60-something from a forward smash. You know, Gen just forward smashed him and just exploded. And it looks like he is going to be sticking with it. I think that another thing is that he really probably doesn't like Fox Sheik. Fox Sheik is sort of one of those matchups that it's a very weird one, but if you're not comfortable in it, there's no reason to commit to it when you have a character who, you know, is able to deal with it. Look at that, so much damage already.
And we already see him throw out the judge. He wants that hammer ready for when he could get it for a potential 9-hit, but I don't think we're going to be seeing too much of it in this set. At the very least, I don't think it's a very reliable kill move, but if it happens, you know we're popping off for it.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, blue team sitting firmly with stage control right now, and SPT doing what he can to contest that. As,
yeah, I do feel like if we get a 2v1 situation with red team, we're going to see at least 1-9 at some point, or at least an attempt. Wow, Jen's dropping that stock pretty early, but SPT will be end up losing it to the Lucina forward smash. It can be so hard to commit to grabs in a double setting, and Game & Watch actually has a really good grab game. It's like his down throw sends the opponent nowhere. It's like they just appear right in front of him.
Yeah.
If we had chain grabs in this game, he would have a chain grab on like half the cast.
Well, we do see the shield break.
Otacon, what are you doing? Okay.
All right, Otacon
yeah,
comes in for the quick nair. But he's going to be dying for his efforts. That mispositioning puts him right in the sights for blue team to be able to take a stock from him.
All right, SPT. Yeah, it does feel like Game & Watch versus Lucina seems pretty rough. And that's why you see him now. He tries to go for Wolf whenever he can.
That single target sighting that red team has been running with might be their bait, though, if they're not able to pull together any sort of cohesion between these characters, because while SPT and Otacon have been doing well to align themselves for their hits and follow-ups, Peach and Game & Watch is a relatively unconventional team and haven't been really seeing too much synergy between the two characters' skill sets.
Yeah, when you had the Fox pick, Fox definitely has a certain mobility that covers Peach's, you know, she has interesting mobility, but she's not very fast in any regard, pretty much. But Game & Watch, not exactly fast himself. He does have amazing drift. But no amount of drift is going to save you when you get hit by that shield breaker.
Yeah, that's how it goes. I feel like both members of Red Team do a fantastic job of being able to contest in the air, and aerial space is just theirs to claim. But when it comes to controlling on the ground, it's really a lot of Otacon's close to the ground floating and float cancels, and SPT making as much usage out of his grab game and the up smash to contest some of the space. However, Jen's been putting in a lot more work throughout this game than we've seen from previous.
Yeah, but right now, Red Team does have the slight lead here, especially while Otacon just holds onto this stock. Peach with Rage is such a demon. That forward air almost killing at like 60 from mid-stage. Yeesh, what just an absolute powerhouse who ends up getting the dash attack on his teammate. That definitely could have been bad. Otacon forced to land here. Ooh, nice 2v1 there. And there it's going to end up. He commits to that grab, and it's going to be a stock. And that was so good.
That was amazing. Utilizing the lift from the fire up B to just lift Lucina into position to get up smashed. Such great awareness from Red Team, but Wolf sitting in this 2v1 situation now, and with the Game & Watch sitting at high percentages, if he manages to clean up the stock of SPTs, there's a slim chance that he can pull this out.
Although, even if he manages to take SPT's stock, it will be Sheik versus Peach, which I think has always kind of been good for Peach. Like, I think even back in pre-patch days, like, Peach did pretty well in the matchup. Yeah. Oof. 135% right now. Single bacon. Oh, we got the whole vegetables and bacon, the whole breakfast going on here.
We got a balanced hearty meal, but I don't know if Wolf wants to be eating at this diner, because it just burned the roof of his mouth. Bringing us right into Game 3 as SPT and Otacon managed to clutch that out fairly well, I gotta say. The way that they were able to contest space constantly on Jen and Wolf was very impressive.
Yeah, you really didn't see Jen actually get that much mileage in that game? You know, game 1 you saw him do a lot of work, but game 2 it felt like Red Team wasn't giving him the opportunity to get anything really started.
And even at that, I feel like even Wolf didn't have that much stage presence. He just wasn't able to assert the kind of pressure that Sheik has become so well known for. But maybe we'll see a lot more of it here on Smashville, a stage that is renowned for being overwhelmingly in Sheik's favor.
And also we've seen as those smaller blast zones on the side mean that forward smash becomes lethal, especially, you know, when Game & Watch is one of the characters, considering how light he is, he can die from forward smash. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he died at like sub 50.
It would be a bit disheartening to see stocks drop that early, but the percentages are climbing to a position where we very well could see it. Who knows? The game is still early, and these percentages are racking up. Stage control not really sitting in anyone's favor.
And it's really cool to see Red Team is actually sort of having a, you know, adapting to the change in team composition. We saw Game & Watch go for that down throw, and Peach got the fair. Oh, an unfortunate stage spike. SPT not able to tech it, and that'll be him dropping his stock pretty early there. Everyone else is at kill percent, but yeah, the Red Team will have to, you know, put a little bit of work in if they want to even this up. They're now down 4 stocks to 6.
With stage control sitting firmly in Red Team's hands, they've been doing a good job of just being able to neutralize the situation, bring things more into their favor, but more importantly, they're preventing Blue Team from getting anything too big started. We see Wolf get a small combo on hand, but SPT's doing a fine job of maintaining the ledge, not really bothering to contest with Jen. Just sort of keep him out of the picture wherever they can. That way, they can just assert as much damage onto Wolf where they can.
Yeah, but now we're seeing Blue Team finally get that stage control that they've been really looking for. They did like 70% to each of Red Team, like without them ever leaving the corner there. Finally, they managed to make it back, but they're already at a pretty strong deficit. Oof.
See SPT trying to go for the down smash, but he's not able to lock it down on Wolf just yet. Staying incredibly aware of Wolf being able to sneak out a kill with the vanish, and we see unfortunate use of the Vortex Grenade off stage. No ground beneath him. Wolf going to be dropping a very early stock for it, but we are still sitting here with tied stocks at 3-3. Although with SPT sitting at 117%, he's going to have to be a bit more aware to be able to hold onto this reserve stock in case Otacon needs it. Although Otacon is at low percentages as well as Wolf is.
Yeah. So there we have Wolf finally managing to close out SPT's stock. That SD he had definitely could be disheartening, but you can't let that sort of thing phase you too much. Questionable DI, and Jen going to be dropping his stock there. And this game is so even right now in this Game 3 situation here in Losers Finals. Either one of these players could absolutely take it at this point. A slight lead for Blue Team, and that forward smash not going to do it, and now Peach has all of this rage.
Ooh. Excellent DI from Otacon. It is keeping him alive, and not really having to worry too much about the pressure being exerted from Blue Team right now, as they pretty handedly have stage control. And can someone find Game & Watch's shield? Because I can't see it. It's gone. A very risky shield on that shield breaker. However, SPT still in it at 106%. Percentages climbing dangerously high for Red Team. And I don't agree with this up smash fishing. It might appear safe, but giving up that much aerial control just for the sake of maybe getting a kill, I feel is the worst things that SPT can be doing right now, because he needs to be able to provide for Otacon, and just like that, we see the situation cleared into the 1v1 Otacon and Jen.
Yeah, but this is awfully scary for Otacon. Dash attack managing to hit, but also at this percentage, up throw will kill from Jen. But he has to first get back onto the stage. So much damage. He has his jump, and he's forced to recover to the ledge again. He has no jump, and the dash attack. He's stuck in this situation. What looked like was possibly free for Blue Team, and then Nair going to close it out.
Nair being able to clutch things out for Jen and Wolf as they move on over SPT and Otacon. An incredibly tight game, but we know who's moving on into Losers Finals, and facing off against Cassius and Frozen.
Yep.